bartender.
Do you remember where you got
And
it?
he actually poured water in the...
Do you remember where you got it from?
Not
Gary?
your private
Any questions on there?
Do you remember where you got it from? Like the gallon of
Yeah, the
whiskey
closet.
or gallon of scotch? What,
No.
no. Did you take it from the Elks Lodge, or did Mom and Dad
No,
have it
no,
at their
no,
house?
shit, it's in the closet
Oh.
with a pump on it.
Yeah, it had a pump on it. And then we took one of those big bottles, and what did we do with it? We put money in it.
Yeah, you know, he gave us all those bottles with the gold flake on it and
Yeah.
everything. Your mom and dad did too.
Yeah.
And we never did keep those. She made me get them rid of them.
Did your mom and dad know that you drank all that with that scotch? Did they know? No, you don't remember if they had any clue? I mean, with the water in there, I would say probably yes,
Yeah.
but
Pretty sure Clyde knew.
but
Somebody was
before,
suffering
like,
off
if you
that
were so
alcohol.
drunk, like, did they, like, just leave you over there in the corner to suffer?
When did you get really drunk? When you got in the biggest trouble when you tore up the vineyards? Susie Duggan.
I've heard this story.
There were so many times that we would, I mean, we were kids. You know, go get a bum to go get us a gallon of Red Mountain. And then go up, beautiful castle type situation in the Sonoma Mountains and all these vineyards up there. And this is Duggan's. And this is when I was in junior and senior in high school. And Billy and I kind of went off the road on the way back. And they made us pay for the
vineyard.
vineyards. It was $75 a plant at that time.
Is that the time you went to jail?
No, that's not the jail time.
Wait, Gary, how did they catch you?
I'm not that big.
We're getting all the sordid details. How did they know that it was you that went off the road and ran into all the...
Lori,
Well,
Yeah,
hey,
well, how did they
for
know?
Christ's sake.
How
you
they
know,
know?
You know, you're driving down this dirt road. There's no one else around.
Well, who
And
caught
you were
you?
you were the only one that left in the last 24 hours.
I don't get it either. So
Who caught you?
yeah, where did you start from that you left in the 24 hours?
At Duggan's house down there.
Okay,
in the
so
mountains.
you left out. part of that
It was
story.
actually a castle.
Castle. Is it still there?
Gosh, I don't know.
Because they turned all those castles into vineyards and stuff there. So
Well, Duggan, her dad, had a mortuary in San Francisco. He moved to Sonoma, and they were very religious. So they had a lot of nuns and stuff that hung around them and everything. And most of the time, they'd be up at it was the ranch. You go up to the ranch up there.
So how many plants did you run over?
3.
Gary, that's a lot. That would be a lot of money, like for a kid, like for a high schooler or whatever.
And you had to pay for it.
The time that I got thrown in jail was up at the Russian River, Rio Nedo,
Oh yeah, that's right.
and we were in Benici's house that was in Maria Nedo, and someone called the cops on us, and I remember opening up the back door and the cop goes, "You ain't going nowhere."
Did everybody else run and you got stuck? Because that's what happens at
Everybody
parties.
got busted.
At parties here, they just scatter.
Oh, no,
Like
no,
little
no, no,
ants.
this was an organized bust.
Okay.
Okay.
So I got thrown in juvenile hall in Santa Rosa. And I called up my dad. I think my dad said, "Leave him there."
And your mom was mad because your mom wanted him to go pick you up, and he wouldn't do it.
Hell no, he wouldn't do it.
How many days were you in jail?
Just a couple
Just
hours.
one.
Oh, okay, just overnight.
Maybe not even overnight, a couple hours maybe.
We knew the family. We weren't supposed to be in the cabin, but we were. It was available to us. That doesn't sound right.
No.
It wasn't available to us.
You just didn't tell someone you were going. Snuck up there.
We might have told the kid. He was about 2 grades below me.
Did you end up having to go in front of a judge and stuff?
No, his dad paid the judge off. Probably.
So Grandpa paid the judge off and everything went away?
Everything went away.
Hey, that's
But
probably
that's the way that's
I'm not saying it's wrong.
the small town.
that's
That's
probably one of the benefits of being in a small town.
I'm not saying it's wrong by any means.
How many parking tickets did Clyde have? That they
54. Come
That
knocking,
somehow
come
they-
knocking at the door. The cop goes, Jesus, God, Gibby, what did you, Jesus? I can't do this anymore. And Dad says, well, hold on. So they went in and had a drink with a cop at the kitchen table.
No way.
And he called up Raleigh Webb, who was the judge of the town. And they had a warrant for his arrest.
For Clyde's arrest.
Clyde's arrest.
Cost him a gallon of cutty sauce.
Alcohol.
Gary, did your dad ever make moonshine or anything like that, or it was just all stuff that he would get from the Elks Lodge?
Oh, it was all the Elks.
It was all there.
We weren't.
It wasn't like he was trying to make it in the backyard or something like that.
Oh,
He
hell.
had the closet was full of alcohol.
Oh, yeah,
I've
it
never
was.
seen so much alcohol. My mom and dad owned the liquor store.
So they probably, if you took it, they would never know. Be good to go.
Yeah. Who? My mom and dad?
No, if he ever took, your mom probably had all the checks and balances. This one went in, this one comes out.
No, that's how both my brothers became alcoholics. They were stealing.
Really?
They were stealing.
Well, then Grandma and Grandpa
From
didn't
Grandma
know.
Grandpa's
Yeah.
for the...
You know, on Friday and Saturday night, everybody would meet at my house because my mom was working at the bowling alley and my dad was working at the Elks Club. So we had free reign of the house.
In the house.
Did Dick tag along, or were you just like, get out of here?
We don't.
Nothing.
Nothing. I did
Because
nothing.
remember, because Eric has told me before, like Chad tried to tag along with him, and they would make Chad do bad stuff.
No, that's not true.
That's why he screwed
That
up. You
Aaron,
made him do bad
What do you mean
stuff.
I'd make him do bad stuff?
You would give him the shitty thing, or you would make him you tell him you're supposed to go hide, and then no one goes to the
Nobody
book
go
for
find him.
We would
Yeah,
do, yeah, we would do
he would
that.
do shitty stuff to him.
Yeah, but we
That's
would.
not-
Yeah,
that-
but you made it sound like we're making him do illegal stuff.
Yeah,
I
that's
wouldn't-
No, he did that all on his own.
Right.
He was good
Yeah,
to go.
so well, we got to make a separation there. I didn't do that.
That's all normal stuff.
All right, next question.
Do
I
you?
used to. Oh, it was so damn funny. He'd be sitting on the couch, and I'd do a low crawl around the corner and grab his feet. He'd go nuts.
That's the only fun thing I ever heard you talk about your brother.
Scaring each other.
And you would stand in the closet, and you would jump out at him in the closet.
Oh, yeah.
So the only fun thing I've ever heard Dad talk about
About
Dick.
That's why he didn't hang out with us. I had him so paranoid. It was unbelievable.
What was? Do you have a favorite teacher that you remember?
I had no.
Sister.
Yes, I did. When we got to high school,
Yeah.
there was a lay teacher called Mr. Lang,
Okay.
and he owned cottages up at Rio Neto.
Okay.
So we used to go up there and help him, and do this stuff up at Rio Neto. Everything, all the people, all the, Sacred Heart, Ignatia, all those schools, their parents were very well off.
Okay.
So they owned something. It was like a summer home Rianito, and that's where Benicia, not Benicia, that real private club up in the Redwood Forest. There's an extremely private club.
Okay.
I mean, you're talking about presidents.
What kind of club?
Like a golf club?
No, it was
Like
a men's club.
Like a men's club?
Yeah.
And your favorite teacher was a member there?
No,
Oh.
he just worked up there.
Oh, he worked up there. So what was his name? What was your favorite teacher's name?
Mr. Lang,
Mr. Lang. And why was he your favorite teacher?
because he was really cool to get along with.
Yeah.
What did he teach?
There was one instance where he got respect of the whole class. He told England and another kid, you know, you're supposed to stay after school. Well, they didn't stay after school. So we had a homeroom the next day. So in homeroom, he had England and Avery, I think the guy's name was,
Yeah.
stand up. And he asked him, you know, guys, I told you to stay here, you know, after school.
Yeah.
And they didn't do it. He walked over to England and just, BAM!
Wait, with his hand or with a ruler?
What?
With his hand or with a ruler, or what did he?
No, shit, no.
With a
Well, what did he hit him on?
Like this.
forearms.
And he tumbled over a couple rows of desks, and Avery is
Probably went running.
he's going, shit, the guy's coming for me next. So anyway, Avery is just
Did Avery get hit too?
oh hell yeah. There was another instance, Joe Dolinsky.
Well, I couldn't do that nowadays.
Yeah. No.
Joe Dolinsky, I fell asleep in class, and I guess Dolinsky fell asleep behind me. I ducked a dictionary.
He got hit.
It hit him. He didn't even know what the hell it...
Because he was sleeping? Oh my gosh.
What?
Who threw the dictionary?
Hi, Mr. Lang.
Sister Mary Rose.
Wow.
She was a mean one. Oh,
I
Jesus.
thought Camille.
Was there any nice
Oh,
nuns?
horse face.
Yeah.
Horse face.
Did any of them have a mole on him?
Well, I had her in
You
first
know, always
grade.
do that.
I had her in
a
sixth
movie.
grade.
Which one?
Horse face.
What was her name?
Horse face.
Wasn't her name Sister Camille or something?
Yeah.
Carmela or Carmelita or something like that?
I don't know. Yeah.
What did Mr. Lang teach? What was he teaching? Or was he just your homeroom teacher?
No, he was homeroom, and I think it might have been theology. We used to have Jesuits come down from USF and teach us theology. By that time, Dick had left high school. I was in the chartered class of high school, St. Vincent's, when they first built it. I was one of the first students. Yeah, there was only 50 kids in our class.
Graduating class, 50 kids.
Did you have to wear a uniform?
Who?
Uniform.
Like brown pants and
Uniform.
a collared shirt?
We couldn't wear jeans. We had to wear slacks and I think a white shirt. But no tie or anything.
Nothing like that.
But the girls all had plaid skirts on. Yeah, the girls had all.
Did you have to go to church every day? No. Okay.
Every week, though.
Just about every week.
Just about.
Yeah.
Do you remember making you're Catholic? Do you remember making your first communion?
First communion, no. I was too young, 7 years
What
old.
about, what's that other one?
Confirmation.
Confirmation? Do you remember your confirmation?
Confirmation with the bishop walking down the aisles. And no, you just,
Oh, it was pomp and
it was,
circumstance.
you were
What's your
praying,
dad's name, Clyde?
you were praying to God that he didn't stop and ask you a question. Because you had all your rote catechism questions
Yeah.
to answer.
Oh, jeez Louise.
Yeah. It was
I
hard.
remember my first communion.
Do you really?
Do you really?
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember my first communion.
I had a little, of course, I had a little chubby little thing. I had this big
Chubby little thing. Can you imagine my mom chubby?
Well,
Oh.
you're chubby now.
What do you call it? I still have my, I don't remember it, but I still have my first catechism dress.
Why does that surprise me? Really?
She hold on.
I remember mine. You know,
I
I remember. I remember pictures of you.
Did you, Gary, did you guys as a family sit down to dinner every day?
Never.
Every night? Never?
never.
Did you go out to eat a lot? Or was it just fend for yourself?
I don't think there was places to go out.
I most of the time I ate at Frost Freeze.
Was that like a, is that like McDonald's or a DQ
Drive-in.
drive-thru?
And Susan Sheehan's dad owned it.
Oh.
Susan and Tish, who we met at,
You didn't sit there. Your mother didn't sit down. She made a 5-course meal every night for your father. You didn't sit down and have, really? That surprises me.
I'd have leftover beans and stuff like that, which, you know, beans and garlic bread or
That's
something.
why you're so good for fending for yourself.
I mean,
Your
we
mom
never-
didn't cook for you, neither does your wife.
No, shit, but we brought my dad up, you're right, a 5-course
Because he was
meal
at the Elks Lodge working?
when he was working at the Elks Club up there.
Did he always work nights? Was he there every night?
Yes.
How often did you see him at night?
He used to get home around 10 o'clock.
10 o'clock?
Yeah.
But he worked a daytime job and night.
Yeah, he
Oh, what did
Where
he
at?
what did he do during the day?
Buckhorn.
What's that? What's Buckhorn?
Another bar.
Buckhorn was a bar.
Oh, another bar? He was a bartender his whole life, huh?
Yeah, he was more than a bartender.
Yeah.
You know,
He managed it.
yeah.
But it was he worked at the Buckhorn and then he did newspapers.
Like delivered them?
No, that
Oh.
was
That was early on.
yeah, that was before the Buckhorn.
So when you were like in high school, he worked at the Buckhorn daytime and then the Elks Club at night. What did he do in between? Came home and showered and that was it?
That was it.
And then he just went off to his other
Yeah.
job? I don't remember. I mean, I remember.
So he was never home for dinner.
No,
No, Alma used to. I mean, I'm telling you, it was a fantastic meal every night.
That she would take to him?
Yeah, well, Mom and I used
I
to
went
take
and
it.
delivered many.
Oh, are you serious?
Many a
Oh,
dinner with Alma going up there.
Yeah, I mean, it was just, you know, I'm talking about from dessert until salad. And
But she wouldn't make you dinner.
I didn't want it.
Yeah, well, I was gonna say she probably would have made it if you were around.
I didn't.
But you didn't come home until it was bedtime. So you didn't spend any waking moment at the house you didn't have to.
Right.
Is it because you didn't want to be there?
Yeah.
Okay. You didn't want to be around Grandma, or you didn't want to be around Dick, or you didn't want to be around either one of them?
I was doing my own thing.
Gary, do you remember going on any vacations with your family?
No,
Like
I
never going on a vacation?
Never.
Even like, well, okay, when was the first time you were on an airplane?
On what?
On an
Airplane.
Airplane.
Jesus.
Oh, that's a good question.
I don't know. It might have been in the Army
Oh shit.
when we flew back flew out of Monterey to Lawrence, Kansas.
Yeah, I'll bet that was the first time.
Yeah, I don't think I was on an
I
airplane.
never thought about that
So-
question of vacation, but I've never heard you say ever that you went on vacation with your family.
Like,
I did. I went with other people like Matei and some of
They
those
would
guys.
invite you to go along, go someplace.
Yeah, yeah. Disneyland is that. I think we went down there. He was a cop.
You drove all the way down to LA?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's a long road trip for
It's a
him.
long road trip.
Well, we used to hop on a bus. That's how I ended up in Vietnam.
And hopped on a bus. Oh yeah, it's because you screwed up.
Well,
Right.
he used to drive from Petaluma to Paso Robles every weekend.
What is that, like 3 hours?
7.
No, that was,
yeah,
that
that's
was a
right. I was
long.
thinking from San Jose
Yeah,
Airport.
7
Yeah.
to 8 hours. Every single weekend. You come down on Friday
Yeah.
and go home on Sunday.
Would he stay at the house, or where would he stay? Somebody friend down there?
No, he'd stay at the house.
Were they on the ranch then, or were you at the liquor store? Liquor store, okay. You got to save it. You got to save a little bit of time.
I don't think the ranch at all.
No,
Yeah.
no, because Mom, they didn't sell the liquor store until you were like 2 years old.
Oh, okay.
So we stayed at you stayed at
In Jim's bed,
in Jim's bed, yeah, because Jim was gone.
because Jim was gone.
Did you have to share a room with your brother, or was there 3 bedrooms in the house?
My grandmother was in
Oh,
one
because she
bed-
lived there, yes.
She was in one bedroom, but before she died, Dick took over that bedroom. But before that, him and I
Had to share a room.
double.
When you went down the hall, was it the room on the right?
Yes.
It wasn't the room that went into the kitchen.
No.
Okay.
No.
The
That
room-
was put. The doors were put in afterwards.
The door to the kitchen was put in afterwards?
Yeah.
Oh, so that door
The door from that bedroom.
into the kitchen?
And the laundry room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All that was put in afterwards?
Yeah.
So you and Dick stayed in that room on the right.
Yeah.
The one that has that still, when we were there, had two
Had
beds
two
in it.
beds in it.
Yeah.
Too bad.
Do you remember having to do chores? Like, you got to go out and mow, I don't know if you had a lawn, you have to go mow the lawn, or you're supposed to pick weeds, or wash the dishes, do your laundry?
No chores?
No chores.
No chores. You never had to do anything. Never had to make your bed, clean your room. Who did that? The mother that you hate?
No, Mom.
The mother that you hate? Well, that's just shameful. That's just absolutely shameful that you would hate your mother when she'd done all those chores for you.
Don't leave him hanging.
You know, I do appreciate Mom had a very good sense of clothes and everything.
Oh.
And she used to buy all my clothes out of Matei's,
What's Matei's?
which is a high-end men's store
Oh, okay.
in Petaluma.
Okay.
She was still doing it after we got married, by the way.
In memory.
She was still buying the clothes afterwards.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, I couldn't wait to move out of that town.
Gary, was it the grandma that lived with you, was it Alma's mom, or was it Clyde's mom?
Alma's mom.
Alma's mom?
We don't know Clyde's.
We don't know
Okay,
Clyde's mom.
okay. No, I think
Clyde's
We don't know
mom
Clyde's
got,
dad either.
Yeah, he's questionable.
Clyde's mom got burned up
Well,
at our house.
wait, what is this story?
What,
What
Gary?
is this story?
What are you talking about?
In the backyard?
No, it was Alma's. It was the blind one that the canister blew up. Cause you don't even know. You didn't even know the Chippy.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
didn't.
you did.
What's
You
that?
did know the Chippy.
You knew Clyde's mom?
I did not.
Because we can't find her. That was the person on your...
That's Edwards.
On what? On your...
Edwards used to live right across the street from the. She was the whore.
Yeah, she was the Chippy.
Who was?
Clyde's mom.
Clyde's mom?
Clyde's mom. Yeah.
Is that why then he was raised by Spotwoods?
Yes.
Because his mom was the town whore?
No, are you saying because his mom blew up, got burned up?
That was Dad's mom.
Yeah, that's what
Yes,
we're
that's
talking
what we're
about.
asking.
The
No,
Chippy.
we're talking about LaFranchi and we're talking about Edwards. Edwards was Clyde's mom.
That's your dad. Yes, we're talking about your dad's mom.
So your grandma.
Yeah, I had two grandmas.
Two grandmas, just like everybody else. You had you had a grandma.
So you did know your.
You
your dad's mom.
You knew Clyde's mom.
Edward.
Why do you keep saying Edward? What was her name?
That was her last name.
What was her?
There's Edward and then there's Spotwood, right?
So where's
Edward is the biological mom, and then the Spotwoods are the one that took care of. Oh,
where's your book at? Where's your book? Where's your history book that I made for you? Do you know where it's at?
Yeah.
It's around here somewhere.
I know it's around here somewhere. That's why I'm asking you for it.
Gary, did you have friends spend the night at your house?
For the next
Like,
time.
did you have friends?
Because I want to
If your
see.
house was the place to come to gather, did you have people spend the night at the house, or was it just come and then you're on your way?
Come on our way. You know, Dad would get pissed at us every once in a while, and it'd be chasing us down the street. And Matthews and I would be, you know, the starter would go out in the '57 Chevy that I had, so we had to jump the clutch and get pushed down the street.
Did you ever hotwire a car?
Sure,
You did?
absolutely.
Was it easy?
What?
Was it easy to hotwire a car?
Oh yeah.
That's probably not now easy.
No,
all the computer stuff.
Yeah.
That's the one where you just cut a cord and a cord and you put it together and it starts. Voila!
Magic.
All right, real quick. Back to Edwards. Did she die? What kind of fire was it? Where was the fire at?
I thought it was a fire in our backyard in a 55-gallon drum that we burnt the garbage.
Okay.
And I thought that's where she blew up at.
She
But
blew
I
up.
don't think that I don't think it was LaFranchi. I think it was Edwards.
Okay, so I'm going to tell you something. I've always thought that backyard was haunted. I did not know this story. And everything on the backside of that house, the garage, that little courtyard, thought it was haunted. My whole entire life,
Really?
I thought that space was haunted. So, did she die?
Yeah.
Yeah, see? I think that area is haunted. I've always thought it was haunted.
But Gary, did she really blow up because she,
No.
or did someone stick her in?
No, she did not blow up. The aerosol can blew up.
Caught her on
And
fire.
caught her on fire.
And she didn't drop and roll.
But I don't know
She
if
didn't drop and roll.
Jesus, Joy.
Poor lady.
well, she did drop and roll. That was a good comeback right there. Didn't drop and roll.
And now she's haunting the Gibby house.
But Grandma LaFranchi.
I don't know that to ever be.
But Grandma LaFranchi just passed. She was blind, but she just passed away. She didn't have anything to do with the backyard.
She had
I always
she had
thought it
diabetes
was her.
real bad.
Oh, she did.
Yeah.
I always thought it was her because she was blind, and that's what happened. Is the thing blew up, and she was blind, and I thought that's how she died.
No, she used to give herself a shot every morning
Oh man.
with insulin.
Oh, because she had diabetes too? Jeez, diabetes was in the family.
Oh yeah.
Way more on my side than his.
Really?
You guys are doomed.
My blood sugar is 105, 110 right now.
Right now?
Yeah, because of
That's good.
a pill that Debs has given me.
Because of everything that's sucking out of your body.
That's because you're not eating. That's
You get all the bad stuff sucked out.
We're gonna get rid of that pill.
All right, an easy one. Did you have any pets growing up? Pets. Cats, dogs, goldfish.
Dobermans,
You had a Doberman growing up?
No way.
Mike and Lady.
Mike and Lady were the dogs' names?
Yeah.
Do you
Were-
remember?
Sorry, were they as crazy as Charlie?
No, they were.
Because Charlie was the dumbest dog we've ever had in our lives.
True.
Yeah.
True.
Bailey's a close second over here.
No.
this
Bailey
dog-
is so smart.
Look at her.
This Bailey might be a second for the Charlie.
I remember.
Buffy was the meanest.
Nikki was me.
Nikki.
Smart.
No, Buffy
Buffy.
got bad.
Buffy bit that kid in the head.
Yeah. So you had two Dalmatians?
One Dalmatian. Charlie.
No. When you were younger.
Doberman, two Dobermans.
Doberman.
Oh, 2 Dobermans. I missed that. I thought it was Dalmatians.
No.
You had 2 Dobermans.
What
Really?
color were they?
And they what?
Doberman bitchy.
Wait, what color were they?
Black
Black.
and brown.
Black.
I thought Dobermans can be any color.
No, it was black.
It's-
Black and brown.
Really?
What?
Roxy was all black.
And what'd they do? What'd they do? What'd those 2 dogs do? They got stuck together and they what?
I called the vet.
They got stuck together.
Because they were
having sex?
Because they were having sex. And you called the vet. You're like, I don't know what's going on. Now tell me what age that was. If it's 21, I'm going to be scared.
And all the puppies died of milk.
Parvo?
Poisoning.
Yeah.
Oh, milk poison?
Really?
But I remember.
Or she couldn't, the mother couldn't nurse or something.
Yeah. I remember
Milk
Varela,
fever? Milk fever.
Dorothy Varela worked at the veterinarian's clinic, and she answered the phone.
Oh, and that's who you called when they were stuck together? So lady had 13 puppies.
What?
She had a lot.
Yeah, and they all died.
Yeah.
Was your mom or your dad just livid that that dog got pregnant and had puppies?
They-
Like, 'cause
No, I
that's
think
like
they
it's-
wanted them to.
Oh, they wanted.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
They
I
weren't.
think
We were not a functional family. I'm
I don't
sure.
know.
It's like he doesn't know
Gary-
anything I'm mad or not. 'cause
Gary,
they're not
I don't
functional.
think anybody is a functional family. Everybody has.
No,
a-
I'm
That's
talking
not
about.
true.
I'm talking about functioning as a family. Never, ever.
Never functioned as a family?
No.
What's your earliest childhood memory that you remember?
Ooh, I don't even know what mine would be.
What?
What's your earliest childhood memory?
Yeah, I
Like,
don't-
do you remember like going to kindergarten?
Stop it.
Do you remember getting a present at Christmas time? Do you remember some grand
Do you know
aunt or
Bring the
uncle?
what's
Christmas
yours?
packages.
What's yours?
Christmas time at our house, and Mom was very generous because, there were 6 girls and 1 boy for Eleanor, and then Steve and Julie, LaFranchi. The presents underneath the tree went from here to the window.
Oh, that's where you get it from.
Yeah, I think so. Wasn't it? I don't know.
Once again, it's a shame that you hate that person that had all those presents for you.
They weren't all for me.
Hey,
They were for
I'll give you
you're
$20
acting
if you
like,
tell me
hey.
what my present is.
Yeah.
hey, you're acting like she was great, super nice to you over here.
No, she hated me.
Yeah.
Did Grandma Gibby, or excuse me, Alma ever say to you that she didn't like Sue? I know she used to call you or his old girlfriend or whatever, but did she ever directly say, I don't like Sue?
No,
Okay.
no. We didn't talk that much.
Yeah.
I feel like about 6th grade you left the house and didn't come back.
Okay, what's a good
be
memory?
close.
What's a good memory with your dad?
Working his ass off.
Well, that hasn't changed for many generations, has it?
No, I mean, he
What was your good
that
memory,
was his
though?
life.
What was your memory
What was it?
that you did something with your dad that was a good memory?
Going out to the coast delivering papers. Yeah. Point Reyes, Marshall, those areas.
Areas.
Out there, yeah. 2 Rock Ranch.
Would it be like an all day thing? You'd get in the car and just, you're out there all day?
We'd be gone for about, probably 4 or 5 hours. But it'd be early in the morning. Leave at 4 o'clock. That's where he had most of his friends.
Oh.
Out of the coast. And these guys own ranches that were on the coast.
You didn't know
Literally.
him much, did you?
I remember Grandpa Gibby coming to your house and he made abalone in your kitchen
was a mess.
Had so much stuff all over it. It was so fun. I don't remember eating the abalone. I just remember there was like flour everywhere.
Fried abalone.
That was all part of that.
That
And the bread, and the bread,
and
and the
bread.
salami, or the whatever, not salami, whatever.
Salami.
Salami kind
He'd
of
always
stuff.
bring
He'd
salami.
that.
He'd always
And
bring
French
bread.
Always sent down a bag.
Yeah.
I wish you could have known. He was a good guy. Clyde was a really good guy.
And I think I remember Alma being at the house because I remember no one would push her down the one step. So she'd have to watch TV like from really far away.
Oh, in the house in Phoenix?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, she'd have to be in the living room. She'd have to be in the kitchen. In the
yeah.
kitchen
No
watching.
one would wheel her down. No one would like pop her down.
Yeah.
Just kept her on that one level.
She was a big woman. Big
The-
woman. Real very big.
The best memory of both grandpas, was my graduation when they were running the bar.
Oh my God.
They were running
One
the
was
bar.
drunker than the other one.
So both grandpas were in charge of the bar, just hammered. And they were just having the best time. They got everybody sauced at the party. I mean, everybody. I think there's a couple pictures someplace where you see them in the background, just over there, just two old guys just serving people.
My dad was like the most private person you ever want to meet. I mean, like you didn't talk, you didn't even let a fart. I mean, he was like, private, like very private. He had his pants off, laying like spread eagle on the sofa bed in the living room, just drunker than a skunk. He didn't have no pants on and he didn't care.
It was
That was
a funny night. That was a funny night. I remember that.
Oh, and they were so mad because there was somebody there that was ordering Crown Royal and 7-Up.
7-Up.
So not
You ain't
who it
getting
was,
Crown
but they
Royal
were
with
not
7-Up.
going to serve him Crown Royal.
No,
and 7-Up.
you ain't getting Crown Royal with 7-Up.
Did it have to be just by itself?
Yes.
Or not with Coke?
Lori,
Yeah.
Crown Royal is a top whiskey.
Okay.
It's a very good.
And you have to just drink it by itself? You don't do a Crown and Coke? Oh,
No.
okay.
No, oh gosh, no.
Okay.
No,
Or the old timers don't do
you
that.
you use Seagram 7 or something like that.
Use a cheap whiskey to do that.
Oh, okay.
Use the expensive whiskey and then drown it out with Coke. That's the whole point.
Okay.
Clyde was a good guy.
I really, most of the time I was gone. By the time like I said, I didn't even live at home when I was 17.
I didn't know that you left that soon.
Billy and I lived in a loft. So Billy and I had an area.
Is Billy still alive or did Billy pass?
Oh, Billy got,
He passed a while ago.
Billy and I have some good memories. He used to have an XKA.
XKA, what's that?
It's a sports car.
Okay.
High-end sports car.
I think you're the only one left out of all of them.
Yeah. Billy died of drugs.
Oh, he did?
Yeah.
Jesus. Him, Matthews got bad.
Yeah.
Billy got bad. Uncle Dick got bad.
Matthews wasn't into drugs.
Just
He wasn't
drinking.
into drugs, but he was.
Yeah, it was
You liked alcohol?
He liked alcohol. He was drunk.
Yeah.
constantly.
That's my dad went over to San Diego and pulled him out of the ditch and brought him home. That's when he stayed with us for 2 years. What a disaster that was.
You mean in Phoenix, in Scottsdale House?
Scottsdale.
Yeah.
And then I came in one day and he was standing, you know how you would come in the garage door and you could see straight through to the bathroom. You could see the end of the house there. And he was standing there peeing in the bathtub. And that was like in January or February. I said, that man's got to be out of here by my birthday.
I put him to work. He was on the road
Yeah.
selling sleepers.
I remember. I worked with him.
Yeah.
I worked with him quite a bit doing California Sleepers. He was drunk quite a bit when I was working with him selling California Sleepers.
He got to the point where he was drinking mouthwash.
Yeah.
Just to get drunk.
Yeah.
I mean, it was.
Yeah, that was the old pitch market, California Sleepers. I remember that. Spent a lot of time selling those
And
things.
then he ended up dying of a brain tumor.
Matthews?
Yeah.
Did it end up being a brain tumor?
Yeah.
Oh, what was
A
it?
brain tumor. And he was on his way, a brain tumor was how he died. And he was on his way to work. He went over to Michelle's house and he died on Michelle's couch.
Did he? Did he really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's where he died. He was on his way to work. She was actually trying to kick him out to go to work. And he said he didn't feel good. And I'm pretty sure that's where he died.
Wow.
I know when Scotty, he brought Scotty down here one time, his son. And
No, Michelle did.
no, it
Michelle brought him down. Yeah. Yeah.
Is Scotty still alive?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Where's he?
Well, he lived right next to Michelle. I think that he probably got the condo. He was living in one condo, and I'm pretty sure he got the other condo when she died. So I'm sure he's still living
Still there.
yeah, I'm pretty sure.
But I don't know. We've never been in contact with him.
Scotty was,
Michelle died. So.
you know, he got a scuff on his tennis shoe, and Matthews just went straight through the roof.
I remember that.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
I think
It was,
a
you know,
weird
it was a different time.
That's,
Lori, you know,
Linda's
you
granddaughter.
you still got your parents and everything. I mean, you still got your parents.
Yeah.
I don't have any grandparents.
I still have my parents.
Yeah.
Huh.
Shouldn't have any
I
grandparents.
don't have any grandparents. So
Grandparents, yeah, that's right.
Like,
Well, that was random.
You know, we don't even know who my dad was, who his father was.
Yeah, so you never knew the dad.
We don't.
We got, now that we know that more information, we're going to have to go back and look through that paperwork because.
I'll find those books. I know one of them's over here.
So.
We've got one in the safe.
All right, say goodbye.
Oh.
Say goodbye.
Was that thing
Bye.
running all that?